So yesterday was really about storytelling and sharing our experiences of the past year, and it was very evident that the voice of persons with albinism not being heard, that the public at large has got to be educated on the condition of albinism, and that is a job that needs to be implemented with immediate effect. So we're relying on media partners such as yourselves to really start getting heavy messages across. Today there's some very relevant questions being posed to government, and my concern is that government's got all these wonderful policies of the Constitutional Court and all the rest, but nobody's ever been trained on these policies. So the persons with albinism at grassroots level do not understand their basic human rights. We're talking about access to the Equality Court, access for, violations against hate speech. They're violated by the police. They don't have transport. They're impoverished. They've got skin cancer. So there's a huge disconnect. And I believe the only way forward is for us to, at grassroots level, have NGOs capacitated so that they can act as the helping hand, the power to start training these people and capacitating them to be able to access all these high-level government services which are being spoken about today. But there will continue to be policies that will continue to be not enacted because they are not reaching the people at the ground who need the help so desperately.
The establishment of the task force was based on the fragmented structures of NPO throughout the country, but having a common challenge of exclusion in most of the activities. It was established through the visit of the UN expert and the delegation from UN. Their coming here was to explore what has been covered, the area that has been covered in terms of depth and width. It was discovered that people with albinism are still complaining about services that are provided, and the government on the other side is considering the provision of services as the apt provision, whereas it is only received by the few individuals and few NGOs. So the establishment of the National Task Force was to unify people with albinism in all provinces and set up a national action plan that will see to it that activities related to albinism issues are benefiting people with albinism across the country.
In terms of access to justice, the particular challenges persons with albinism experience and face have all of it an underlying justice, social justice, criminal justice base. It's about their rights. It's about being called names. So it's very, very basic. But it's then also in terms of the right to access to services, opportunities, education, employment, etc.
So we really need our voices to be heard. That's all that we wanted. And we want to be noticed, We want this thing of discrimination to end. And we want the society whereby we no longer fight to be accepted. We want to be seen for who we really are. The passion, the talents that we have, everything that is within us, we want to reveal it to the world out there so that they know who exactly we are.
I think this colloquium is very effective. It's very power-packed. It has shed a lot of light. And like the panel said, restorative justice is going to be reinstated in courts in all aspects of life for people that have got disabilities and people with albinism.
For more stories like these, go to www.social-tv.co.za. Subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on our social mediums.